How was the audition process for this?
Oh, it's humiliating.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's just
it was super humiliating. Ron Howard, who's the lovely, I think it can be empirically proved.
Yeah, so Ron Howard is the. We love Ron Howard, and he's the
sweetest man in the world.
Fantastic director.
He will lie and say that he went, oh, Paul's the only guy for the job, and the truth is that I texted him kind of begging.
You texted Ron Howard and begged him for the role, and in fact, this is a true story because...
It's a true story.
I have a screenshot of the text that you sent Ron Howard.
Yeah.
And this is real. You said to Ron, have you ever spent long winter evenings wondering why you're not in the Star Wars franchise? I have.
But this is my favorite.
And then Ron replies, LOL, I'll get back to you.
It's a true story. If you ask, you don't get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you got to ask.
No, you have to ask.
You have to beg.
You have to, and they did. Apparently, he did get back to you.
He got back to me, and 2 weeks later, I was flying over to be in Star Wars, and I was walking down this spiral staircase in a like a intergalactic space yacht, and I was like some super gangster, and an R2 unit went by with champagne flutes on its head, and I was 6 years old again. It was amazing.
Wow, isn't that fun?
It was great.
And this one, who is your character?
His name's Dryden Voss. He's a gangster. He's a sociopath. He's really good at hurting people. Some people are good at playing music. He's really good at hurting people.
Yes, he's good at hurting people.
And he's totally great with it. You know,
and are you purple in this film?
Do you know what? I'm not purple.
You must be so psyched you're not purple in this film. Like, please let me not be purple in a movie.
It was a relief.
Yeah. So what is your costume? Can you? Well, we'll
I have this super cool asymmetrical cape, which made me overact wildly. But yeah, I loved it. Yes.
That's what I would do. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, who wouldn't?
Why not? Yeah.
It's a cape.
Yeah. If I had a cape, I would use it.
Sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you just came back from the Cannes Film Festival, so thank you for being here tonight.
I came today. Yeah.
Yeah. Was it fun? How was Cannes?
It was great. And then it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I was at the Cannes. I was at Nice airport, and they are the most officious security guards in any airport in the whole world. I don't know why, but they are. And it reminded me the last time I was in that airport was with my son years ago, and he was about 10 years ago, and he was 4 years old. And I had a British passport. He had an American passport, and the guy was really suspicious, and as he should be. And he says to my son, Stellan, what's your name? And my son looks at him and says, my name's Luke Skywalker. And
well, you don't mess with these guys.
I burst out laughing.
Oh, no.
And the guy looked at me really seriously, and he went, who is this Luke Skywalker? And I went, what? And he went, and then I went, Stelly, tell him the truth. And he went, is this your father? And he went, yes, he's my father, Darth Vader. And I went, Stelly, I'm gonna go to jail.
Yeah, they don't mess around, dude.
They don't mess around. And then this guy was like, who is this? He's losing his and going, who is this Darth Vader? And I went, are you me? Where have you been for the last 40 years? And then they called the police, and the police came over, and then finally the policeman was like, I am your father, Luke, yes, yeah. And Darth Vader, like, and finally,
and he said, Luke, welcome to our country. Enjoy yourself, yeah.
Au revoir.
I want to show everyone a clip of Solo. Here's Paul Bettany in Solo, a Star Wars story. Take a look at this.
I don't believe we've been introduced.
Yeah, this is Han Solo and Chewbacca. They're with me.
I'm Dryden Voss. I see you've already met my top lieutenant.
Han and I grew up together on Corellia.
Oh, fellow scrum rat. Well, I admire anyone who can crawl their way out of a sewer, especially a sewer as putrid as Corellia. The stench, am I right? Well, it's good to have you. Welcome. And you too, Chewbacca. Welcome. All right. Let's eat a little, drink a lot, and talk privately.
Your kids have the coolest dad in the universe. Paul Bettany, everybody.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.